Hi, I'm Noah, and this is Noah's Arts Entertainment. All right, so somebody just sends me right at the moment I start filming. How about that? All right. So, how's everybody? Hope everybody's doing as good as can be. You know, times are still, lingering on. All this stuff happening, and I know I've been getting away from mysticism and esoteric science and all the fun stuff, the metaphysics, and a lot of different stuff that I've been getting away from, and focusing on more political because, it's all about state of mind, right? And I hear a lot about, there's that person hasn't forgotten about you. I see. I read the subject titles nowadays, and for me that's enough. Because the fact is that whoever and they say, well, but don't miss out on this. Man, I was, fuck that. F that, because of the fact that when you put out your best, you put out your heart and you put out your best efforts and your goodwill and and stuff, then you just expect for it to be reciprocated and not rejected or denied or that's in a relationship, usually one of you want to be honest and straightforward, and the other one does not. The other one is always full of games and deceit and just games pretty much. So that's why it's important who we end up pairing up with. I mean, come on. I mean, the reality is that there is 56% divorce rate, and that's I've spoken about this before, but it's what it is. And why? Because of reasons that are foolish reasons. Settling, compromising, denying yourself, lying to yourself, illusions or something, where because the person is, it's silly and it's shallow because, the person, just because the person is handsome and good looking or is great and bad and has, great body parts, you just not continue to be, buying that, or being sold on that aspect of human being, because we do have a human nature, and that, everything is going to be based on your philosophy, in life. You give a shit, right? If you're more mature and more evolved, then you're going to be thinking in a different philosophy all around. And the same thing with people that are politicians. It's always going to be about their philosophy, their interest, their private interest, their personal private interest is what's going to really erupt throughout their time in office, and that's when they're going to try to suck the shit out of what they can for themselves and for their friends and whoever they have a commitment with. And that's the other thing too. You make a deal. And whether it's a compromising deal or whatever it is, your own selfish interest there, whatever it could be, whether it's a marriage or a business, you're gonna have to stand up and defend it, or destroy it, or destroy yourself, or destroy the other person. Something's gonna have to give, because if it's not a good deal, it's not a good deal. I was just checking out that when people says, oh, when you see the life go before you, it's a bad sign. It's not. It's like I had that same feeling and that same thought, feeling, everything when I was being married for the first time. Right there, and I'm saying at the altar, which wasn't an altar, it was just more of a non-religious type of marriage, but still. It was being celebrated, and we did somebody hired a minister or something, and so I just felt that the ground opened and I was being swallowed, and I saw myself as a little boy, 7 years old, to the present age, which is, this was, when was it, 25 years ago, 20 years ago when I first got married. Actually, like 25 years ago. So, anyhow, the whole thing is that, yeah, I saw life, flashing before me, as a kid, like say 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, and at that moment, that was exactly the age when I was being married, when I was getting married for the first time. So, yeah, so decisions, also if we're not decisive, then we are indecisive. And indecisiveness is not going to help you or anybody around you, to be indecisive. So I'd say whoever screwed up or whoever, did the damage needs to fix it. That's all. I don't need to be, backstepping, or I don't need to have any regrets or anything about, if you did the right thing and you did, then you have no apologies. You have nothing to be, the other person fix it. You decide whether you want to forgive that person. You may forgive him and take him in, or you forgive him and get him out of your life. So that's how it works. That's why it's important, please. It's important to know who you're really dealing with. And you can do a lot of underestimating. You can do overestimating a person. You might put that person on a pedestal. You might think that person is that woman is the empress. Whatever you may think. The thing is she really, or is he really the emperor, the king? So, yeah, things like that. But anyhow, it's just we're having a wonderful, beautiful weather here, and it was raining and dark for like 4 or 5 days. I kind of like that kind of weather, but it is the kind of depressive after a while. Stay home, and I like to enjoy the rain and the quietness and just the sound of the rain, and just sometimes I like that, and sometimes I do not, but when the sun's out, I'm not staying indoors for sure. And so I guess next time I'll talk to you from my actual place now, the new one. But right now I'm just taking a break from the whole thing, and trying to I was under a lot of pressure and a lot of stress and anxiety and all kinds of stuff just last month, So I'm kind of recuperating from the move and getting rid of all that crap, the worrisome and overthinking, overanalyzing, not wanting to make the change, all kinds of stuff, and then wondering if the change that I made was the ultimate change, which I know that it was not. It still feels temporary. So soon come where things will come into play and things will come out together like a puzzle. And hey, I can only hope for that. So you guys take care of yourselves. Thank you for the views. Thank you for subscribing, and thank you for sharing. Okay, I mean, what can I tell you? So until the next time, and I'll try to go back. I'm going to be doing stuff where I'm going to wear. I got stuff recorded, and I'm just gonna, they're very important lessons and teachings, and I haven't recorded it on audio, and I'm just gonna use the ear prompter, and I'm just gonna, I'm gonna shoot it out, and in rhythm and in character and with a lot of personality. Take care of yourselves.